You're the strong one, the one who holds it all together. But lately, it feels like you're falling apart. If that's you, you're in the right place. I'm Cassie, and this is the Grace Over Grind series. It's a show for women who are tired of quick fixes, shame spirals, and starting over. This series is for the woman who's been doing it all and still feels like she's failing. Today's episode is your permission slip to take a pause, breathe, and believe there's another way. Let's dive in. Okay, here we go. Episode 4, feeling defeated and unmotivated. You followed a plan, you did it all, but the scale did not move, okay? You drank the water, you prepped the meals, you worked out, even on the days when you didn't feel like it. You tracked, you measured, resisted the cravings, and then you stepped on the scale. You held your breath. You hoped this time it would show the proof, but it didn't. And just like that, your hope sank. Like your motivation disappeared. And you thought, what's the point? Like seriously, what is the point? So today we're diving into something that so many of us struggle with. And that's feeling defeated and unmotivated, especially when you've done everything right and it still doesn't feel like enough. So why does this hit so deep? So let's be real. It's just not about the number. It's what that number represents. It represents hope, validation, and proof that your effort is finally working, that you're not failing again. So when it doesn't move, it's not just disappointment. It's grief. It's fear. It's that creeping whisper. Maybe it'll never work for me. And that's why it hurts so much. Because for you, this isn't about fat loss. It's about feeling like yourself again. It's about reclaiming your energy, your confidence, your joy. And when it feels like you're doing everything and getting nowhere, you start to believe the lie. It must be me. So here's what I need you to hear, all right? And I need you to hear this loud and clear. So do I have your attention? Because I really need your attention on this, okay? You didn't fail. Your body is not broken. And this moment right here is not the end, okay? Write that down. You didn't fail. Your body isn't broken. And this moment right here, it is not the end. But this is what it's costing you. When you feel defeated, everything feels heavier. You stop showing up. You dread the gym. And if you work out at home, you dread that also. You start emotionally eating again. You know you do. Not because you don't care, but because you're trying to numb the disappointment, okay? You swing between forcing yourself to be disciplined and wanting to completely give up. And what gets buried underneath it all, it's your hope. That's what gets buried. But what if this wasn't a reason to quit? What if it was a call to shift? So this is a truth about the process. Let's flip that script. Let's just flip it all the way. Because if that scale is your only scoreboard, then you are missing the full picture, like the complete huge picture that's painted right there. You're missing it, okay? Let me be very clear about that. So let's look at what you actually did. Write this down. Get your pen and paper because this is deep. This is heavy, and you need to remember this. You showed up on the days it was hard. That's number one. Number two, you made better choices, even when no one saw them. You know those times when maybe things felt heavy and you got something to eat and you ate it in your car? But this time you didn't. That was a better choice and nobody saw it. Number three, you proved that you can be consistent. Number four, you drank water instead of soda. And you paused before you were stress eating. You chose movement over excuses. And see, all that counts. That is progress. That's not giving up. That is the progress that even if the scale didn't say so. Because transformation, it's not instant. It's layered. It has a lot of layers. And sometimes the internal shift, it happens before the external will ever change. I'm going to repeat that because that is so important. And that is something that we tend to overlook. And we really need to pay attention to this. And we really need to take a pause and really get this, that sometimes the internal shift happens before the external change ever does. And that's what it takes, is that internal shift. And honestly, that's where the results, that's where they come from anyway. So don't underestimate them. What do you do when you feel defeated? When you feel like giving up? All right, here's what you're going to do instead. Get your pen and paper, write this down. Number one, you're going to remember your why. Why did you start this journey? To feel lighter in your body? Yes, but also to feel lighter in your life. Number two, redefine your success. Instead of asking, did I lose weight? Ask, did I show up for myself today? Did I keep my promise to myself? Did I make a choice that honored my health? And number three, give yourself permission to rest, not quit. That's huge. Motivation comes and goes, but your commitment to your well-being, it doesn't have to vanish with it. So rest, reset, and then return. All right? So if you're in the middle of the discouragement right now, I see you. This isn't the part that you post on Instagram. This is the part where you wonder if it's even worth trying again. Okay? But I'm here to tell you that it is. It is so worth it. You are not failing. You are becoming. You are in the messy, beautiful middle. And if this episode, if it gave you that deep exhale, the kind where your shoulders, like they finally dropped a little, send it to a friend who needs it. Like leave a 5-star review so that more women can find this message. This is Grace Over Grind, where you are allowed to be tired, defeated, and human, and still be on your way to something beautiful. Have a great day. I hope this felt like a deep exhale. If you needed to hear this today, take it as your sign that you're not behind and you're not broken. Want support or a next step? DM me the word grace on Instagram at Cassie_Covey. That's Cassie, CASSIE _Covey, COV as in Victor, EY. And I'll send you a free resource to guide you forward. Until next time, give yourself grace, drink some water, and remember, you're worthy of showing up for yourself also.